Still waiting to hear voices.
Hello, hello.
I can hear music, but still. Oh, there we go. I just heard voices.
Yep. Mia, your character's not there.
Really? Where'd I go?
It's probably because you're using my setup, and since you weren't there, I hid your avatar.
Invisible.
What did you do to me?
Because you weren't there. You were missing.
You made me disappear.
You were missing in action.
Can everybody hear us?
She went poof.
I went poof.
I think everybody can hear us, yeah.
Let me put me back.
Is there anybody there?
I don't know. Is there anybody here? Is there anyone out there? Is anyone else outside?
Please type in chat if you can hear us.
Please let us know if you are here.
If you exist.
If you exist. On YouTube. On the YouTubes, do you exist?
I guess put the new link in the group DMs and stuff.
Yeah. Where is what I'm looking for? PA Tavern? Nope. I know what you did. Sorry. I'm a dingleberry. I'm a dingleberry.
Hey, there you are.
Have we got music?
Yes, we have got music, by the way.
Yay. Okay.
Except there's no background now for some reason.
We can't win the night.
I'm losing,
Nope.
I'm losing.
You should stop while you're still ahead.
No,
No,
we're
no,
gonna
no.
do this.
We're gonna do this. This is
No,
gonna
no,
work.
I said she should stop playing with things while she's still ahead. Like while we can still be heard, she should stop messing with shit.
Okay.
Okay, I just sent out a new tweet with the new thing.
No. Why did you grab that?
For science, I don't know.
Science. Apply linear space.
I think you hid one of the backgrounds where you're trying to unhide your avatar.
No, I see what I did. I've just got to fix it now.
How do you spell Miyagi, like Mr. Miyagi? Is it Myagi?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
Do you know who Mr. Miyagi is?
Yes.
Well, I know you do. I was asking Seth.
No.
Okay.
You don't know Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi?
He probably only knows the new Karate Kid.
I've never seen Karate Kid.
Okay.
I'm sad for you.
Watch the original one. It's better.
Oh, the background's coming back.
Yay!
Welcome to technical difficulties on the Traveler's Tavern, everybody.
There's always some sort of
This
technical issue going on with every stream.
This is your technical expert, not.
This is your technical, as I like to say, this is your technical difficulty part of the stream. Once we get everything sorted out, our show will resume its normal functionality.
I mean, are we just gonna like start now and pretend that whole 5 minutes just didn't happen? So.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
kinda, yeah.
Okay. Y'all do your intro.
Alright. Hey, everybody, how's it going? With me tonight, as always, my co-host, Mina.
Hello, everybody, and yes, Bird didn't get rid of the gremlins. Actually, I think the bird might have put more gremlins in, and that's what the problem has been. I don't know. We'll talk to Raven later.
And we got Filia Noctis with us.
Hello, my little nyctophiliacs. I hope you're doing well so far this year.
And our guest this evening is Midnight Researcher. How you doing, man?
Greetings, horror fans. It's me, Midnight Researcher, live once again for the second time today. I bid you all a very good evening and hope to chat with y'all and do whatever we do on the Traveler's Tavern here.
You're just so in demand.
Yeah, you're just everywhere.
Everybody wants a piece of you.
I wish.
All right, so
I don't want a piece. I want the whole damn thing.
if you don't know who Midnight Researcher is, where the hell have you been?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
What kind of rock do you live in? What kind of rock do you
No,
live under?
no, it's all right. I'm surprisingly outside of YouTube. I'm still relatively unknown, and I kind of want to change that. So yeah.
Now he's got
yeah.
14.8k subs, so it's quite a lot more than any of us. But it's still, you ought to know
Right?
who he is. He's very cool, and this is actually our third time having him on the show.
Yeah, I just can't seem to stay away from the spotlight. How about that?
But like I was
You're
gonna
just
say,
so in demand.
like I said, if you guys don't know who the hell Midnight Researcher is, what kind of rock are you living under? Because I want it.
What?
Oh,
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 oh.
No, not because I don't want to know who Seth is, but because because that means that they don't have a very big social life, and I'm a very antisocial person. So I want the antisocial rock.
Sorry, the antisocial rock is currently being used by me.
oh. No, I think I may
I
have
think
have
I
the
got that.
the dibs on the antisocial because I haven't been around at all.
But yes,
Okay.
if you're unfamiliar with me and my content, I am Midnight Researcher. I'm a horror YouTuber focusing on all kinds of horror. Maybe not all the time. Currently, I'm doing creepypasta narrations and video game playthroughs. On Twitch, I am live streaming, playing mostly horror and multiplayer games. And on Twitter, I like to interact with the community and to just get collabs with whoever I can. I'm also a VTuber on Twitch, and I am accumulating an ever expanding list of variants of my model and trying to work in getting models for other people as well to become fellow VTubers.
Okay.
His favorite game to play is Amnesia.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
right.
That,
That
it is.
that pretty much kind of covers what I was just going to ask you. But for anybody that doesn't know, you also do quite a bit of work with / for the virtual reality horror conventions,
Yes, he does.
or at least one.
HorrorCon VR.
Yes.
There we go.
At least you didn't call it VRCon again.
Right? You know.
The only reason I make not even a fuss about that, the only reason I point that out is because VRCon is the name of another actual thing that is separate from HorrorCon VR. But yes,
Yeah,
I'm also
I know.
very
I
active
ended
in
up there.
I'm also active in VR chat, and I go to a lot of conventions like VRCon and HorrorCon VR, but also lately I've been going to this world, Club Orion, where I've ran into a couple of people who just have nothing to do with the horror community, but are now members of the horror community because I showed them like these people's content, my own content, and just other people around the horror community. So VR chat players, more and more of them are becoming part of the greater horror community.
I think that's a good thing, though. I don't think that's a really bad
No,
thing.
it's definitely a great thing. I love it. I love the fact that people even from completely different communities find the horror content that we tend to produce as very appealing and entertaining, especially if they watch it while in VR chat.
Right. Actually, looking up something that I wanted to bring up with you guys while y'all are talking. Now,
No war.
you also have been doing a lot of how can I call it? Fundraising for different individuals who have been having
Yes.
issues within our
It's not just. I think you might need to get closer to your mic because you are actually cutting off at the end of your words there. I couldn't quite make that out.
Sorry.
At least.
You are doing a lot of fundraising lately for a lot of members of the community. Can you tell us about that? Because that's kind of interesting to me.
Well, it's kind of been like that since I did streams way back in the day on YouTube. Back in 2018, I just started fundraising just solely for other people, not for any monetary gain for me. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people lived in kind of unfortunate circumstances these days, and I try and use my influence online to help them get whatever monetary assistance they need at times. And I usually try and come through on those goals. Even if I don't quite meet the goals, whatever money I make during those streams goes straight to them. I have streamed a couple times for Awkward Alien Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
Once when she was coming up short on rent, and the other time when she needed to relocate and they needed money to get an internet box out in their trailer so Kayla's husband could work his job. And both times we raised enough money for her to, not go homeless. And the other few times have been my friend Azurine Fox, my friend Halpy, and a couple others. I can't remember the name of though. So, yeah.
Now, for those of you who don't know, and obviously we can't take super chats here, but for those of you who don't know, when you do something like that, it's if there is like a outside source that they're giving to, like GoFundMe or Donately or whatever.
I use
PayPal.
No, I use the Streamlabs, then that
Okay.
funnels into whatever payment I. But yeah, it's not through YouTube. Super Chat is
You only get
the
70% of what we as the creator
yeah,
only get
and
70%.
with the Streamlabs link, it's also not complete. But it's because of PayPal. I only get
Right.
about 90% of what you tip, but still, that's much better than 70. So
Yes.
that's why I tend to use the Streamlabs website for when I'm trying to raise money helping people.
Right, and that's
Yeah,
one of the
90
reasons
90
why I
So
wanted
it
to
just
do
it
something
helps
like that.
so that people know that their money is actually going to help someone instead of going into some giant corporation's pocket.
Right.
Yeah, I've never pocketed any money that I've made off of the streams, other than the money that some people decided to.
YouTube.
Yeah, I know you're meaning.
Money.
But I mean, me personally, I've never pocketed any money except for one or two times when the people who, when they were financially better off, insisted that they pay me back, even though I said that that's not necessary. But yeah, I try and make them just for the people I'm streaming for, not about me. I'm merely the conduit that helps them get money.
Now,
So, I have a question.
okay.
Have you, and I know this is a depart from what we normally talk about, but have you always been such a philanthropist, or is this something new that you've just discovered about yourself? This enjoyment of helping other people and stuff.
Well, I guess I haven't been because I haven't had the means to, and it's not like I would be 100% selfless 100% of the time. I like maybe really obvious, but I'm a human being. I really like money, but there are definitely a lot of times where I can see that I don't need money as much as these people do. That's why I make the habit of only doing live streams for somebody if it's like emergency needs and not just, oh, I want to go on a vacation somewhere or something like that. Because there have been some people who came up and asked me for stuff like that, and I've had to say no. But it's not so much that I have never wanted to help people like this before. It's just that I've never had the means to do it. I've never really had the means to get my word out there and say, hey, this person's financially in trouble. Let's real quick try and gather and get the money. But now through YouTube and Twitch, I can do that more effectively. So that's what I do. If that answers your question.
It does. It does.
I want to say hello to the amazing What the Fuck, who is
What the
now
fuck? What the fuck?
the brand new amazing What the Fuck. I don't know what's new, but hey. And we've also got Christine
WTF
Baker.
is always WTF.
We have Christine Baker. Speaking of
Hello, my Chris.
Speaking of What the Fuck, YouTube has just recently changed the policy on words that you can use in a live stream and video. So
Oh, really?
for the first, they say it's the first 8 seconds, but a lot of creators are saying, don't use any cuss words.
In all actuality, it's the first 30 seconds of a video or live stream that you can't really swear or use hard curse words. Yes.
Right, and I'm saying the first minute. Everybody I've talked to said the first minute. It's longer than YouTube is saying you have to, but it also makes sure that you get that past that threshold. Yeah, and TikTok takes 25%, or takes 75% of what you give to people. So the creator only gets 25% of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the many reasons I don't use TikTok at all.
Wow.
I've never been it's not that I've never been on that website. It's just I have no desire to go on that website, and most of the content there is plagiarized and replagiarized and replagiarized,
Yeah.
and it's just not something for me.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it depends on who you're watching.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And there's niches that I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't use it as a way to get money. Of course, I'm not getting money at YouTube either, but I'm trying to now put up like the short videos to advertise my new video releases. So I'm trying to, when I do them for YouTube, put them on TikTok at the same time and Instagram at the same time, and see if I can kind of pull in people that way as well, which somebody suggested that might work. You know, trying different
That's
things.
a good idea.
Oh, we have Azazel Codex on the stream
Azazel.
page.
What's up, Azazel?
Hi.
Hey, Antonio.
How are
Oh,
you doing?
okay, sorry.
What
I
did you
got
do?
it.
What did you do? What did you do?
Sorry. I made it in. I finally got the page to load.
Oh,
Nice.
I couldn't mute it until the page loaded.
well, yeah, because it's kind of that way.
Right. So I had to wait until it loaded before I could mute it.
Yeah. Okay, so
So-
let's see, what else?
Ask any questions that you would want to.
Yeah,
I'm
anybody?
pretty much an open book.
If you guys have any questions, let us know. I know. I haven't been talking a lot. Anybody's page lately, so I'm sorry. But I am watching, obviously, because I've been letting you guys know about it. But is there anything coming up that you're planning to do for the new year, basically?
You mean like a video or anything?
Yeah.
Or a big collaboration or something.
Actually, there is a pretty big collaboration I'm working on right now, and I only need one more person's lines for it, and it is a huge full reading. No, it's not. It's not the thing. This is new. It's a huge, but you know what I'm talking about, Filia. The new collaboration that I'm doing is actually a big, giant creepypasta reading narration of the case file story. It has, and I will read all these names out if you don't mind, because I really want to feature these creators.
Yes.
It has my friend Boneman Andre. It has Azreen Fox, also known as Miss Creepeth. It has May, also known as Pot Noodle Poodle, a new narrator in the community. It has Four Shot Pastas. It has Pumpkin Queen, Imagine Monster V, Dr. Bad Times, Glitch Kitten, fellow VTuber, Horror Goo, fellow horror content creator, With Eyes of Flame, The Happy Jammer, which has been on shows on the Nevermore Collective before. It has Wellhay Productions, who is a classic creepypasta author. He wrote The Nice Guy, among other things. My friend Halpy here, and my friend Sarge McIntyre, 12986. A lot of people,
Wow.
and it is shaping up to be almost a 3-hour video, and I'm super proud of the results so far.
Cool.
That's awesome, dude. Sounds like it's gonna be good.
And speaking of the Happy Jammer, hello, Happy Jammer. Happy Jammer has.
Oh, he's in the
joined
chat.
us. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Happy Jammer. I don't know if I announced this the last time we did a show, which was last quarter. But one of our dear friends had a new grandbaby.
Whew, whew.
Christine Baker had a brand new
Congratulations,
grandbaby,
Mm.
and I may be wrong, but I think she was born on September 14th,
Oh, happy birthday.
and she's adorable.
That's wonderful.
So, and now you guys are gonna go, what's her name?
No, I'm going to go. I'm going to
Oh,
have to
God.
get on Discord and find out if she's put up pictures so we can see the baby.
I don't know if she has. And I admitted I forgot the name. Damn it.
It's okay.
Oh well. But anyway,
Riley.
Oh, Riley.
Riley.
Her name
That's
is
a
Riley.
Nice name. I
Oh.
like that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's
It is. I
Very
like it
nice.
too. But
yes.
so, PA, got any questions?
I was
Comments?
just gonna ask him, ask Seth what he's got coming up on Twitch in the near future, if he's got anything fun going on there.
Well, I just returned to a series that I'd been doing for a couple months today. Like earlier today, I did my own live stream, partly as a connection test, but partly to spend time with my good friend Bliss, aka Weary Rainbow, fellow horror content creator, and my absolute bestest friend. We're playing these RPG Maker horror games. They tell really creepy stories. And I just finished playing through both Mad Father and Misao, 2 separate games. And we are going to be looking into playing more RPG Maker horror games in the future, like The Witch's House, Crooked Man, and things like that. So.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Interesting.
And I'm having more VTuber models, made, so you'll see me there in my VTuber self with different outfits and such. I'm looking really, really forward to that.
Yay.
He always looks quite dapper in his V2 form.
Yes, he does.
He does.
I don't
Yes, he
know.
does.
My son has been doing a lot on Twitch. He just got affiliate. I think it.
Yeah.
Okay. Him and
That's
his,
where you can make money from Twitch donations.
Yeah, he and his girlfriend, fiance, just got affiliate level, and he's doing gaming, and he's also running a D&D game on his channel. So he's having fun there too, and I need to tune into him more than I do as well. I'm putting your links in the chat.
Jeremy, you're being quite homosexual once again.
Did I?
Oh.
What did I do?
Not you.
You posted all of my links.
Yeah,
That's fine. We can put them all up there.
and I pinned them to the top as well.
There you go.
I'm trying to help drive people to you, even though
So,
everybody listening's probably already there. Now, did you took place in the Dr. Creepin this year, didn't you?
No, I
No?
don't believe so.
Okay. I thought
in the
you did.
bingo?
I thought you did the bingo that we just did.
Yeah. I was supposed to take part in that, and I just couldn't manage it.
It was fun. I got first time this year. I was supposed to do it last year, and
Well,
things happened.
I didn't really do any collabs this December or anything. I kind of just took a whole break from everything. Was because I actually had a family member pass away since the last time I've been on the show, and yeah, I had to go out to his
Sorry to hear
funeral
that.
and everything like that in December. So
I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
that sucks.
hard.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. No, that's never easy.
yeah. Rest in peace to my uncle. Really funny, witty guy, and one of the only real extended family that I could actually relate to. And he had pretty bad cancer, and just took a turn for the worse one day. But you know, he pretty much we kind of knew it was coming, but we just didn't expect it so soon. But he still had a very, very good life.
That's good.
Nobody has any regrets about it other than the fact that, you know, the cancer happened. So
Yeah. And quite often in situations like that, sooner is better than,
Yeah, we would
laying
rather
there
have them
being in
not.
pain, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of suffering, and it's just sooner is better in situations like that.
Check
So,
it out.
you are so busy.
All the time.
What do you do? Do you have any downtime? And if you do have downtime, what do you do just for yourself?
that's a loaded question, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, I gosh, it's kind of it's not that I have really designated time for anything that I work on. Really, it's just that I work on different things all the time, and it's kind of a attitude that I sort of adopted in 2020. Is, you know, I can, because of the things that I work on YouTube. Usually, the things that I would enjoy doing are the things that I would record myself doing as well, like playing games and making videos and editing and audio stuff. I never try and set myself to a schedule unless it's something that I'm working on with other people or it's a specific date that I have in mind that I have to finish something by. And this means that, you know, since I don't have a really regular schedule for anything, I can just do whatever I want, but in my mind, it has to be somehow related to content creation. Like, you know, if I feel like, you know, messing with the camera, I take it out and record some stock footage. If I want to ride my bike, I take my camera with me and record some footage there. If I want to, go get food and eat something, just watch something. I'll watch like tutorials and stuff on YouTube on how to be better at, content creation and like audio editing, video editing, that kind of thing. But usually I do need a certain amount of time each day to just not work on anything. So usually I either play games for myself, because I play a lot of games for, an audience out there as is. I sometimes play some games myself that I wouldn't record anyway. I sometimes just watch TV with my friends online, or I just, just try and take time for myself, make food regularly. Just whatever I can do to take my mind off of content creation for a bit. But then usually I just get right back into it.
Right.
Cool. Now I'm nosy. Do you have a real life job, or are you a student? I don't.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said I'm nosy. You have a job, a real life job, or are you
not right
a
now? But
or...
I'm looking into going to college pretty soon to pursue that. Yes.
And
okay.
You do have a
college is always good.
A little one, right?
No.
No. Okay, that's
no.
something
God, no.
Thinking of. All right. Hi, Dark Little Voice.
Yo, DLV. What's going on, buddy?
I don't know.
As long as what?
As long as you know what causes little ones. And be careful.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm
Trust me.
Trying to keep everybody straight in my head, and it's been, I can't believe it has been 4 months since we have actually had a show.
Oh.
It blows my mind.
So, what is Seth? What are you going to go back to school for, man?
I'm gonna. I'm looking to get some certifications for working with Microsoft, and just, if the YouTube and Twitch stuff stop being financially viable in the future for me to live off of, then I'm going to use the certifications that I get there to get probably an entry-level IT job and see where that goes.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Now, I hadn't thought about that before today. You use the Streamlabs link for your donations even to you?
What do you mean even to me? Oh, yes.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to give you, how people say, send me a coffee, well, it would be send me something on Streamlabs, not, or PayPal, not.
Well, it does go to PayPal through Streamlabs.
Yeah. Yeah, I just...
Okay, but do we have your PayPal listed?
No, we don't have anybody's...
Okay.
We don't have that listed for anybody right now. And it's okay. I was just wondering because I was thinking about talking, we have times when people ask us, if it, obviously, like I said, we can't do it here, but if somebody was to give us a super chat, who's the super chat goes to? Well, here, a super chat would go to the Nevermore Collective, which is the Burb. But, it would be to put things better for the channel, not necessarily for all of us. And if somebody wanted to give to one of us or guests, that would be something we might want to talk offline about offering to our viewers.
Midnight Chills Horror Narrations is here.
Hi.
What up, Midnight?
And
How you doing,
Furberries Fables. Furberries.
Midnight's a good dude.
Yes, Midnight is.
I
know Midnight.
Hi, Furberries. How you doing?
I know Midnight was in the bingo.
Cool.
We got Brad, aka Furberries, and Dark Little Voices. Hails.
You know what I just learned recently? That Dark Little Voices is not just one person.
Yeah.
No, it's a husband and wife duo.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't know that, but it was literally like within the last month that I found that out.
Yeah, the last...
Why do you Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Why did you think I had a kid? That's so weird for me to think about.
I don't know. I for some reason I remember doing an interview and I thought it was with you where we were talking about like an 8-month-old.
Wasn't that Solar?
It might have been.
The Solar had just had a baby.
Christine, I'm stealing your pizza. Mm-hmm. Just saying. I had steak for
So-
I
Yeah,
had
well-
T-bone steak, so you know.
Does the
I'm gonna
chat
be
have any
down
questions
next
for me?
weekend. So we're going to be using that pizza oven next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody got a question for Midnight Researcher? Or now, I love your name.
Oh.
Just saying. I think I told you that before.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. It very much relates to real life, or at least it did.
I was going to say, you just, to me, seem like such a studious person.
Yes.
That if I ever went into like...
people more often say, "Oh, you see that Midnight Researcher guy? He seems very mysterious just from his name and his personality." And it's just like, I'm just kind of socially inept a lot of the time.
Well, having dealt with socially inept people, I've always been into nerds and geeks and stuff. So that's always been my thing. So I don't look at someone as like mysterious. It's like, okay, you read a lot, or you study a lot, or you look things up to make sure what you're saying is correct. And I feel like you're one of those people.
Me, yeah.
You're one of those people. If you tell me something, I can take it to the bank because I know it's correct, which I guess to me translates as studious.
Yeah, I
That's
tend
right.
to.
I mean,
I tend to see him doing some of the things I've been doing lately on some court cases that I'm following, and getting on the court web pages and pulling down docket sheets and filings and things like that just to read them and figure out what
I don't know why, but I could. I just got like images of Seth sometimes, just like fuck. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning. Seth's got a drink in his hand. He's just going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole, doing research for no reason other than for research's sake.
That's kind of what I did just last night. So you're not far off the mark.
What were you researching?
I do that.
Just curious.
I was
that.
I can answer this. I was researching how far the 2010 to 2015 Slenderverse, how far that is interconnected, how many different channels link to each other, and I found, at last count, 43.
Did you go into
Nice.
Amino?
I'm sorry?
Did you go into Amino?
Amino.
It's an
I don't... No, I did not. I just kept to YouTube and Twitter and that kind of thing.
Okay. Because I know there is at least... Well, there's the Mr. Creepypastas channel, which obviously has Slenderverse stuff in it. They were just talking about the different Slenders and how they all relate. And there's the Creepypasta Amino, which is linked to the Mr. Creepypasta Amino, and they've got some of the same stuff posted there as well. So, yeah. It's interesting. Actually, I got a post from the Creepypasta Amino that I got permission to record. So that's going to be coming up on one of my channels soon. I'm trying to get the picture taken care of right now. Graphics.
Yeah, but I know whenever I'm writing a story, or if there's a aspect of the story that needs research and I don't know I already don't know the answer, I will spend hours.
You pretty much just got it like straight though. Like I was last night. It didn't start off like that, but I was just voice chatting with a friend, and we just started drinking. And then after she had to leave, I just kept drinking and just looked at creepy videos all night, and then I fell asleep.
Rabbit holes and research. Wakes up with like 50 tabs about the Slenderverse on his computer. Like,
well, it wasn't okay. No, it wasn't 50 tabs, but it was like 3. So yeah.
Just
you could do it.
So
have you seen the iceberg videos?
Mm-hmm.
You could do an iceberg video on the Slenderverse.
No, that's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to steal that idea from you.
Go for it.
I ended up in a rabbit hole last night that was just not bizarre in the sense of like, okay, y'all, not bizarre for us, bizarre, but
did you find a real life rabbit hole and did you fall into it?
Kind of. Like the last page that I was looking at was discussing the last 3 major Mexican boxers.
Oh.
Oscar de la Hoya, Cesar Julio Chavez, and then this newest guy. And how the three of them, in the fighting of each other, each one was like the golden child until they fought the next one coming up. And in the fight that everybody thought they were going to win, they actually lost. And how it was affecting the whole culture, the whole Hispanic culture. Because I guess they're very into like boxing and stuff. I don't know. It was.
They're very.
And I want you to know, I am not a boxing fan. Okay. I watched it as a child because we only had one TV, and that's what my stepdad liked to watch. But I'm not a boxing fan, and the fact that I followed that
back in your day.
Well, yeah, because
I could tell you were wanting to say that for like a whole minute there.
Back in my day, yeah.
Back in my, I'm just
Cesar Julio Chavez was a boxer in the 80s.
Oh.
Manny Pacquiao was a boxer in the 90s. So I knew who these boxers were from being forced to watch them as a child. But it was just the fact that I ended up on a page, and I was at the bottom of the page, and I went, "You really just read that whole page on Mexican boxers?"
Yeah, that's the mindset.
Turned it off. I went, okay, I'm done. I'm not. I don't know where else I'm going to end up tonight. I'm done.
So I just look up normal stuff like if it would be possible for you to hang someone with Christmas lights. I just look up normal stuff. The answer to that question,
outdoor ones.
The answer to that question is yes. You can murder someone with Christmas lights.
Well, yeah. You can murder someone with just about anything.
You can murder somebody with a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just ask the Joker.
Or straw. Speaking of the Joker, I saw a news report today that kind of had me staring at it going, I'm reading that so wrong. And somebody might want to go down this rabbit hole. A new storyline for the Joker has the Joker pregnant, and we don't know who the father is? What?
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, there is a female Joker. There is an alternate timeline where Bruce Wayne actually dies in the alley, and Martha Wayne becomes the Joker, and Thomas Wayne becomes the Batman.
Wait, Martha Wayne, his mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking about deadly pencils, though, have I mentioned the story here where I actually did that to somebody as a kid?
No.
You killed them with a pencil?
Yeah, I stabbed somebody with a pencil.
Okay, you didn't kill them though, right? You just
No, I did not.
Okay.
Well, where's the fun in that?
I got stabbed in the hand and in the.
Have I told that story though? I swear I could have.
I don't think you have, not to us.
Well, I'll retell it if I have to. It's fine. It's kind of a weird story. So basically, this was right around the time when I was like forming memories that could actually be remembered. When I was starting to remember things, I must have been 6 to 8 years old. Definitely still in an elementary or middle school.
Right.
I don't remember exactly when this was, but I remember this happening very distinctly. The class, I was in school, and we were trying to do an assignment, and the teacher had mentioned earlier about always make sure your pencils are sharpened before you work on your assignment. Otherwise, it's going to be dull and it's hard to read or whatever.
Hard to read.
Yeah. So there was actually no line at the pencil sharpener, and this is around the time when kids are old enough to be trusted around sharp pencils for longer than just their assignment's length. So I wanted to sharpen my pencil, and there was only one kid in front of me, sharpening his pencil, or I don't know. I think through my head I saw him as not doing anything. He was just in my way, but he might have been sharpening his pencil. So at that point, I had trouble making friends, but this was not even really related to anything how I felt about this guy. What I can imagine my thought process is that he's in my way. I need to sharpen my pencil so I can go back down and sit on my desk. I need him to get out of my way. And I didn't talk to him. I just kind of just turned him over and just stabbed him with my unsharpened pencil right into his chest.
Mm.
And in my memory, nothing happened between me stabbing him and I'm just instantly right there in the waiting room of the principal's office. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember him falling. I don't remember anybody talking to me. I don't remember being moved to the principal's office. I just remember being in the chair outside the principal's office. I don't know what happened to him. I don't think he died, because if he died, that might have been a little bit more serious. I don't remember any consequences from this, except for maybe visiting the principal's office. But the kid was not there the next day, and I never saw him at that school ever again.
Jesus.
But
Wow.
the strangest thing is that my parents say that it didn't happen. But I remember that it happened. It was not a dream, because I know the difference between my dreams and real life at this point. This is not a dream, and it's not a false memory. It happened because I vividly remember it. But it doesn't seem to have existed officially. So that's the weird part about it.
You got
Nah,
glitched into the Matrix.
I've read stories about people having issues like this, where you know, well, one guy said that he had this whole memory of playing with his Game Boy, playing Pokemon on his Game Boy with his cousin, and they did this, and they had these games, and they switched these Pokemon and all this stuff, and then his cousin was graduating from high school or college, I don't remember which, and he was going to celebrate with the family and him. And
Yeah.
he was going to get him the game card for the Pokemon that he got from him that he really liked so much. And instead, they didn't have a card for that particular Pokemon. So we got him something else. But then when he got there, he realized that their whole youth, their whole friendship, and the bonding and everything couldn't have happened because his cousin has been blind since birth.
No, that's kind of spooky.
Oh, yeah.
Not that the cousin didn't exist, it's just the cousin's been blind since birth and
Yeah.
he never could see.
And that's not the kind of thing that you would, if you've grown up with a person,
Right.
you don't forget that.
So it was.
That's
Wow.
that's
was-
interesting.
That's weird.
It was on Raven's channel. Just telling y'all. I don't know which collection it was in that I was listening to, but I remember the whole thing because it just made that impression on me because, this is not something that I can, you had this dress, blah, 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 and I had a dress like that. I can get that, but I mean, he's blind and obviously couldn't play Game Boy in the early to late 90s. So, yeah, it's just...
Well, I mean, I suppose he could, but he wouldn't be very good at it.
I don't know that Game Boy had any kind of visual help system in it.
No, just the texture on the buttons.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He could play, but he just wouldn't be any good.
It's a really bizarre story, but I have no doubt that that's what he remembers happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
It is. But that's what your story brought to mind, was that one.
Yeah.
Because I guess I just listened to it within the last week or so. So it just, that's what it brought to mind to me. Okay.
Whereas now, I'm not surprised that student never came back to the school, or at least in any class that you were in.
Yeah, but the weirdest part is I don't remember talking to anybody about it. I just remember sitting in the principal's office and then nothing after that. And I asked my mom about it, like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago when I started telling the story online. She said that it didn't happen. She doesn't remember anything like that.
Wow.
So
Sometimes parents forget things.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. And parents aren't there for everything that you go through as a child. That's
Well, I think something like that, the parent probably would have been called or emailed or something.
Yeah, at the time period, yeah, they would probably been called. Of course, I was the type of parent, every time my phone rang and it was the school, it's like, okay, what'd they do now? And I got, oh no, it's nothing like that. Okay, what happened? You know?
Yeah, my mom usually got calls of which, she's like, okay, which one of the two of them got hurt? Because,
Well, I mean, my
brother and I are terribly clumsy.
Yeah, my son had got ganged up by a bunch of kids. I don't know how this happened, but he got ganged up by a bunch of kids and had a rock shoved in his ear. And I had to have him taken and have the rock surgically removed because they were afraid that the rock was going to fall and break his eardrum.
Wow.
Yeah. Went through that.
I hope the school was helpful with the other boys involved.
After it happened, they were, but when I would have thought that a teacher would have stopped it happening. I mean, at least in my brain. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm expecting the teachers to do too much.
Okay. So it's our first of the year, our first show of the year.
Yes.
Did anybody get anything really kind of cool for Christmas or do anything kind of cool?
Or spooky.
Or for New Year's?
I got a little mini fridge that I can put my sodas and stuff in, but that was pretty much the most exciting thing that I got.
Is it the one that like only holds 4?
6, yeah.
6, okay. I got my daughter one that's like really tiny and it holds 4. It's actually a cosmetics cooler.
What do you mean what happened to my avatar T-Stash?
I think
hasn't seen it since you updated her.
Oh. A friend of mine in England is a graphic artist, and I made a comment that I needed to update my avatar, and he's like, oh, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And asking me specifics, and I didn't catch on because I'm one of these people that doesn't catch on to that until it's too late.
She's clueless.
Yeah. And the next thing I know, he's sending me links to files to pick up for new avatar. So you'll be seeing different versions of the new avatar floating around every once in a while.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah. He's member of the Schrodinger Cat, Marvel Girl, Watchdog / Frauditor Patrol lawyer law group on YouTube.
Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me, not to cut you off, but it was something I was gonna say earlier, but I forgot. You had brought up the fact that I reminded you of all these people who might have been working on those court cases that you've been following. I did actually. There was one point in my life where I wanted to become a lawyer, and I took a special law class in school as sort of a springboard because of that, and I was found to be really, really good at it. But the fact that a lot of the lessons were often on projectors, which I had really a hard time seeing, I actually didn't quite pass the class because of that. But, it wasn't because I wasn't interested. It was because, my disability.
Yeah, I've seen some of the guys that do the documents. Hogue Law does it, and Hogue, please get better.
Yo, what's up, T?
He'll put the documents on the screen, and he tries to make it big enough that you can read it. But I know, sometimes they're so small, it's just like, okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and this was in a classroom or lecture hall, I guess, and it was on, I guess you might not, but there was these projectors that
overhead.
Just project overhead projector onto a reflective screen, and that's not usually the best for somebody with eyes like me, super light sensitive. So I get the glare from the whiteboard and the glare from the blue light from the projector itself. I much prefer a TV screen for looking at that, but a lot of my lectures at school were used during that, and that's why I had such a hard time in specifically law class and my science class, because I was at the opposite end of the classroom from that.
I can understand that completely.
Oh, just hearing about it makes my eyes hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the
I've
cases that
I've
I'm
got the
looking
light
at
sensitivity too.
is a case at a boarding school for mentally challenged and possibly addicted uh, youth, 12 and up, and the the student started school this last school semester. November started complaining of abdominal pain, and December 22nd, her parents were called saying that she had been taken to the hospital because of a heart attack.
Oh.
However, when they get into the paperwork, they find out that yes, she was taken to the hospital, but she was already dead when she was taken to the hospital, and there's no cause listed on what other than sepsis, which you have to have something for your body to go septic.
Yeah, there's
And
there's
so,
a point of entry for the wound or whatever it is.
right.
It doesn't just well, if her appendix ruptured, she
Well,
could get
see, that's
sepsis from that.
that's what
But
I'm
it would have
wondering.
taken a lot less time.
Yeah,
If
as
she was sick in November
she
and didn't
was
die until December, then it was something that took because once your appendix rupture, you've got about 12 hours.
maybe, depending on how bad it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Um, and so, I'm kind of interested to see what comes out of this. Is her father has brought a wrongful death suit against the school, which I don't know what my brain was doing. The first time I read it or I saw the video, I thought they said that the school's name was Dragon Ridge Academy. And then when I wrote it down, I wrote Dragon Ranch Academy. But it's
Okay.
the name of the place is actually the Diamond Ranch Academy.
How do you dragon and diamond? Those words are not that similar.
I
Yeah.
know. I don't. I must have had dragon on the brain for some reason. But yeah, it's interesting for me, and I don't just read the case file itself. If it's got a citation, I'll go over and I'll look at the citation and read it through. And I'm actually thinking of pulling that into my channel, so I'm trying to figure out a way to do that right now. But yeah, I'm a sick puppy. I just like learning things, and I think that that's something that I might want to expand to on my channel as well.
So I see we have some new people in chat, namely T-Stash is the one that I can identify. Welcome. Does anybody have any questions in the chat? I haven't seen any questions in the chat yet this time.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, don't forget to hit the like button, too.
Yeah, hit the like button. The like button.
Give us a thumbs up.
And if you haven't subscribed to the Nevermore Collective, I'm offering you this chance to do that. There's a little subscribe button right there, and you can hit it. And hit
Yes,
the bell
please
so that
do.
It has a little
Oh.
ringy thingies on it. You burnt the pizza. Well, I'm not eating with you.
Or Chris.
And you can subscribe and you can join us like Christian Cofield did 3 days ago. I'm going to figure out how to get things to come up here on the screen like I've seen in other places. I'm going to figure it out.
Oh, you mean an alert box?
Mm-hmm. I know
like
there's a way to do it. It's like, I don't even see the StreamYards thingy coming up in the StreamYards, but we had so much tech problems, I'm not messing with it right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't go near that thing with like a 5-mile pole right now.
Like, I got everything running. I'm leaving it alone right now. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, it only took us how long to get it up and running? You
40
probably
minutes.
should just not
An
play
hour, yeah.
An hour, yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so did you get anything cool at Christmas, PA?
My girlfriend got me a dice tower and a couple sets of dice for when I played D&D.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
That's
T
cool.
Stash. When most people are cold, they grab a blanket. When I'm cold, I grab my girlfriend. Upgrades.
That's sweet.
Steve.
They're so cute when they're young like that, aren't they?
Isn't T just as old as y'all? Or actually, I don't know. I
No,
don't even
he's
know.
like your age.
Yeah.
He's your age.
Oh God, that
He
makes
can't
it sound
be.
so old.
He just
when you
has
say it like
that deep voice.
I guess.
People just think he's older because of his voice.
Yes, he's got a very
But
nice
yeah, he's
bass
a
voice.
baby.
He's got that bass tone in his voice. It's
Yeah,
very
that deep. Yeah.
a lot
The
of
voice
people.
that
Well,
the voice
it's
that I can
funny.
only do when I like lower it and like speak very very softly. The voice I would want to have for narrations. Yes.
He's
He
almost
says
25.
he's almost 25.
Jesus, you're only like a year older than I am. How is this possible?
Well,
So
see, your voice
it's ironic that he. Go ahead.
Your voice is got a nice tenor to it, but it's still in that lower
Yeah.
range of tenor, so it's almost bass. And my dad.
Yeah,
has
it's a
very
nice.
deep bass voice.
It's an easy listening voice.
People like T Stash, Corpse Husband, and I don't know who else, but around there though, I'm still just kind of jealous.
Yeah, Corpse Husband's got
Well,
a
yeah.
really deep voice. I can't do it.
He says his morning voice makes him. He sounds like corpse.
I don't know.
I've always been jealous of Madame Raven.
Oh, she's got such a sweet voice.
Doesn't. Oh,
Her and Spooky.
and her. Yeah. What was the other one? She was Auntie. Aunt something.
Excuse me for just 1 minute. I'll be back. Y'all keep talking.
Okay.
Creeps.
Auntie Creeps. Yeah.
I miss her.
She had an awesome voice too.
I'm jealous of Vida's voice.
Vidith is
Vidith?
very good.
Yeah.
And so does.
So wait,
well,
I got something to say about T Stash's comment about blankets.
Okay.
Because I got a blanket for Christmas. But I don't know, some of you guys may know this, but I have allodonia, so certain fabrics just don't feel good against my skin. And they can be wonderful to other people, but to me, they're like awful. So I found a really, really nice blanket. And my mom was shopping with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this blanket because it was cheap, inexpensive. And I said, this is gonna be my Christmas present. She said, okay. Found it at the grocery store of all places. And so, this is like the grocery shop before Christmas. So we've got a lot of stuff. And we go through the line and we get outside. I did not put the blanket on the conveyor belt because the conveyor belt was dirty. I didn't want the blanket to get dirty.
Right.
So I handed it off from the cart I was pushing to the cart my mom was pushing. Well, the guy that was bagging the stuff was using my mom's cart. Somehow the blanket never got paid for. And as we're like loading my truck up with all the stuff, I've got the blanket. I'm like, Mom, did we pay for this? So my Christmas present is this really super soft blanket that doesn't irritate my skin, and I didn't pay for it.
Oh no! They're coming to get you. They're coming.
Now you're gonna have
Right?
the coppers. Now you're gonna have the coppers at your door.
Yep.
And I did actually think about going back in, and honestly, the reason I didn't go back in is because it was like right at dinner time, and the store was so busy that I was having anxiety being in there, and I could not bear the thought of going back in because of all the people.
I understand that. Hate to do this, but when he comes back, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Ew.
I'm right here.
Oh,
Okay.
There he is.
We've only been live for like an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But I
Mia-
have something after.
She
this.
has her Saturday night date.
Oh, okay.
So.
We'll have you back, Seth.
Yeah.
And thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah, no
with all
problem.
the- and helping.
Helping.
Thank you for helping.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have no idea what. I still don't know what I was doing wrong, but apparently I got it fixed.
Damn technology was working against us and not working for us tonight.
I'm still gonna say it's Burb putting gremlins in the system, and that's what it is. It's the burb. He did it. Uh, love you,
Okay.
Raven.
Well, thank you for having me. As always, it's been really fun.
Yeah, we'll have you
Interesting.
back.
Anyway,
And
we will. We'll have you
Sorry I
back in
didn't
a
talk
couple of
that
weeks.
much. I'm still recovering from COVID, and it was I was having a lot of coughing fits throughout the show, so I was kind of just letting you guys take the wheel.
Okay.
oh,
Well, we will. We'll get back in the swing of it, guys. It's been a long time.
don't
But-
know who we're gonna have next week. We're going to work on that, but we'll be here, even if we're just us talking. No, that's a scary.
Have you
thought.
have you had the Happy Jammer on Traveler's Tavern?
No, we haven't. I've been
We have
trying
not.
to get PA to talk to him to get him on here.
Hey, PA, talk to Happy Jammer.
Hey, Jammer, you can also contact either myself or Mia. We can take care of that too.
Yeah, I usually try to get to go through PA because I don't know what he has scheduled.
I know.
But
I do too, but
I know right
Right
now.
now I got nothing
Yeah.
now I got nothing scheduled. So if you guys wanna
I was gonna say
one of you two have a contact, like a
somebody
talk to
we
him or
want-
no, yeah, just let me know.
I mean, don't
Oh.
you do you have Happy Jammer friended? He's in the
I do.
Nevermore Collective server, PA.
I do.
I don't, but I can remedy that right now.
All right. I
Give
think
me
he's been
30
on
seconds.
the other show.
He's been on Grave Matters at least once that I know of. Might be twice. Huh.
by the way, congratulations, Christine, on 2 years of non-smoking. I'm proud of you. And guys,
Yay!
I'm coming up on a year.
Yes, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know what? I still crave them all the freaking time.
There's somebody else we need to have back. Sleeping Wendigo. You
He's
stole-
doing Grave Matters every week now.
There.
He's one of the permanent hosts.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
Grave
of
Matters.
there are a lot of hosts on Grave Matters now.
too many.
All
Four
right.
that I know of.
I can't listen because I'm busy that night.
On Thursdays?
Yeah, Thursdays and Saturdays are my two big.
Oh, okay.
And I had told somebody that before, and she's like, "Okay, well, I want to have you on the show," and I'm like, "Okay, just let me know." And then she moved it off of Sunday to Thursday, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, then I can't go on the show unless we're closed that night." You know?
Well, we were trying to compete with so many other shows on Thursday, on Sunday evening
Mm.
that, and Thursday seemed to be the day that had the least amount of people doing their lives, which is, but we probably could change the day of the week to have you on. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
That
I was
is
thinking.
possible.
If you,
We've done
they
that
wanna-
before.
yeah.
So, all right.
All right.
Well,
so, everybody, we're gonna do round robin here. Seth, what have you got coming up soon that you want to on Twitch or on YouTube or?
Yeah, like I said, I'm having a big collab video going up on my channel before I start my regular uploads again. After that big collab, it will be back to weekly uploads, 2 narrations, 1 playthrough a week. On Twitch, we're going to be going through some more RPG horror games, Witch's House, Crooked Man, that kind of thing, with guest Weary Rainbow. Be on the lookout for that. And, of course, on Twitter and through various other communities, I'm always up to more VR chat shenanigans and maybe trying to finally make a map for the idea that I had last year.
Okay.
Oh.
How about you,
You said-
Filia? PA had a question.
PA had a question? Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say he said make a map, and my brain, I swear to God, I heard him say I'm gonna make a nap, and I'm like, I don't know how you make a nap, but I want to find out.
It's just that you're tired, PA. You're projecting.
Right.
Probably.
You can take a nap as soon as we're done. I have a list of things, but I'm still kind of having, I don't know what the issue is. I'm having a hard time getting back into the swing of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have a list of things. I've even got stuff recorded that all I have to do is edit.
Mm.
But it's an unsurmountable mountain at this moment.
Right.
But as soon as I get to the top of it, I have a bunch of stuff that will be coming out.
All right. I have the same issue, except I have told myself that this new year I'm going to get on the ball and get my butt in gear and get back on a schedule doing things. Um, I do have a trip to San Antonio coming up in the first week of February. Um, my housemate's mother was diagnosed with cancer, brain cancer,
Oh.
just before
Oh,
the holidays, and he has not been able to get over to see her in several years. So we're going to drive over there with him as be a support with for him, and we're going to go over there and then let him visit with his mom and then come back. But that will be
that's
during
really
the week.
nice.
Um, but
Okay, well, if you end up having to take that the Saturday, we
no,
can.
we decided to do it during the week because the hotel rates were cheaper.
Right,
And we're not going to stay at her house for obvious reasons. She doesn't know
right,
Angus and I, and we don't want to be a burden to the family in any way.
right,
Um,
right.
and his sister's going to be there, and there's a bit of a relationship issue there. So we're not even sure how that's going to work out. But yeah, he really wants to see his mom, and when he talked to her last time, she was like, "I really would like to see you before it happens." And she is going to do chemo, but they said that with the type of cancer she's got, it would only give her a maximum of a year because she's already in bad shape. So she thought she had a stroke and went to the
Wow.
doctor and found out she had cancer. So people, this is why you need to go to the doctor when you see signs of things. Just saying.
Man,
It,
like every time I have those splitting headaches.
uh, well,
Or just pretend like it's not, and you don't have any problems, and then you can die ignorant and quickly.
Or not.
yeah, or
You know,
not.
sometimes death is not the only possible ending. If you get treatment for it, could extend
Exactly.
your life
And extending your life is always a good thing.
yeah, always get it checked out. But to a lesser degree, hug your family when you can.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah, give your family
yes.
love. If you've got issues between you and family members that you can work out, please try that. Um, it My grandmother used to say I only have two hands and I can't hold a grudge and do my work at the same time.
Yeah.
That is a very witty statement.
And Granny Mansfield was really good with statements like that, and I didn't understand a lot of it until I got older. But if you're the one holding the grudge against somebody, it eats at you. It eats you up, and you're the one that's hurting. The other person
Hmm.
probably doesn't even realize that you've got something against them.
Yeah, it hurts you to hold the grudge. Um,
So just
Forgiving is
just
not forgetting.
no.
It's not opening you up to let it happen again. It just opens you up to have less stress. It takes a lot of energy to be angry at someone all the time.
Here's the thing: you don't forgive others for them. You forgive others for you, because
Exactly.
that's a lot of unnecessary stuff to be carrying around when there's already too much crap going on in life for you to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hmm. All
So,
right.
anyway,
So we will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel for the Travelers Tavern at 6 p.m. Eastern on the Nevermore
This,
Collective.
is, this isn't a bat channel. This is a bird channel.
What?
I'm a bat.
true. I would say between bat and bird that I would be a bat too.
I'm a bat.
but not for her reasons.
I've started putting bats on as my like for things. Oh.
I'm Batman.
So I haven't. This was a meme I saw. I have a new coworker. His name is Wayne Bruce. So I said, "Oh, my arch nemesis, Man Bat." Nobody got it.
Some
I am
people just
wasted
don't
here.
understand puns.
I know.
You know.
I read that and I was like, "Oh no."
Punny things are punny.
Can I say the
Yes,
can I say the
Sure.
ad thing that I
Yes.
did like the last 2 times?
please?
Yes.
You gotta loosen up.
This episode of the Traveler's Tavern was brought to you by the Nevermore Collective. The Nevermore Collective is a place for almost anything. If there is something you want to do or try, but you're not sure if it fits with your channel, well, you can just join this channel. Right now, we have 2 interview shows, Traveler's Tavern and Grave Matters. We have some narrators that play games on here and 1 show that talks about cryptids. And most recently, we have the Nevermore Nerds show.
Mm-hmm.
There are people here to help you. If you have questions or need advice, contact PA Nightmares, Creepy Clown Girl, Filia Noctis, As the Raven Dreams, Mina, and others who are in the servers, the YouTube channel's Discord. Sorry. And remember, once you join the collective, you can leave Nevermore.
Nevermore.
Yeah.
Yay!